mental and neurological disorders to get attention, and it's ruining people's.
Okay, so I don't know if you've noticed this, but like a lot of people that I've seen online nowadays, they're like, I have ADHD or I have a depression or I have this and that, and it's all self-diagnosed. You don't have these things unless you get diagnosed. For example, my ADHD is so bad that whenever I went to a doctor for the first time as a child, I believe it was a pediatrician. I think that's what they call that. Told my mom that it was the worst case of ADHD she had seen in 54 years of ADHD study. The score that I got was so high that out of the gate, I was taking the strongest medication for ADHD. In fact, some of the drugs that I was being forced to take as a child were so strong that depending on the type of drug, it would fuck me right up. Like, I would be up for like 2 days. Focused on like the wall. Because they didn't want to lower it, because if they lowered it too much, then it wouldn't have any effect. So like, and then whenever I'm off my medicine now because of childhood addiction, I can't fucking function. I can't do anything. I wake up exhausted and I go to bed and I wake up even more exhausted. So whenever I hear people say that they have mental disorders and they're self-diagnosed, I immediately disregard everything that person says. Like, until you have to get up and start taking a fucking pill every day just to function, go fuck yourself. And also, when someone who claims they have ADHD says that you don't need ADHD medication, go fuck yourself. I could not be sitting here doing this unless I was medicated. I need meds. I went for 10 years. I went for 5 years after I turned 18 because Medicaid dropped. It was the worst 5 years of my fucking life. I was miserable.
Lives who actually suffer from this issue. What's this?
What the fuck?
What she probably saw the Sydney Sweeney jeans ad.
That was rough. I'm gonna end the video here. Subscribe.
Yeah.
That was it? Is that really it? She made a whole video about flopping back in her chair? That's not a seizure. What? Is that really a... No way. Is that really going around now where they're just straight up faking?
Man. There's a subreddit called Fake Disorder Cringe, and it's full of people like this woman who are faking seizures. Wait, what is this?
So DID stands for Dissociative Identity Disorder. The system name is just a way to refer to ourselves
That guy looks so fucking high.
collectively. How did you learn that you had all these? Either through my own realization,
You decided it.
or having friends who have them and then helping me realize.
This is so fucking disgusting. This is disgusting. People that do this, you're not fooling anybody, man. You're not.
TikToker constantly fakes disorders for clout. Ponce Faker says she's more educated than medical professional. Oh my god. Older brother.
You know what that means whenever I read that? Whenever I read Faker says she's more educated than medical professionals, that means that she wants to have this disorder. And she's willing to disregard the fact that she's went to a doctor and they said she doesn't have it. Having these disorders fucking sucks. Every day that I wake up, it's a fucking struggle to get my head straight just to turn on the camera and fucking stream. Whenever I worked at the fire station, it was a fucking struggle. Because whenever I would get a call early in the mornings, I would have to sit there and contemplate if I want to take a pill or not. Because once I take my medicine, I usually am stuck awake. I can't go back to sleep. You don't understand how debilitating some of these disorders are, especially if they're in extreme cases like what I have. Like, you don't want this. I promise you. It fucking sucks. I have woken up so many times in my life and wished that I was a normal fucking person. Just to be able to not have to take a fucking pill every day. Because these pills are fucking expensive. Especially when you've paid out of pocket your whole goddamn life because you can't have insurance because most of the jobs don't offer it. The amount of disorders that people have to struggle with because they don't have the money to afford the medication is outrageous. And it's such a problem in this country. And whenever I see people get online and make this fucking, I have this and I know I have it regardless of what medical professionals tell me. You're a fucking idiot. You're a piece of shit. And it's garbage. You should be thankful. It sucks having to cough up almost $200 a month to this bullshit. It sucks.
Ponce Faker says she's more educated than medical professional. Oh my god. Older brother has a feigning disorder.
And that's for the medication per month. Every 3 months I have to go to the doctor, and that's $150 out of pocket. I'm lucky that I'm at the doctor that I'm at because some of them charge you every month to go there.
Look, I'm gonna be real. I think this is something that happens a lot. I'm trying to think if I should go there. It's all white people doing this. 95%.
It is. It's all middle-aged, fat, white people for the most part. Or people. It's like the people that were on the T app. They're all Karens that think that they have all these things.
Is because they're looking for a way where they are a victim. It's a self-marginalization.
Yup. Soon they're all gonna band together and they're all gonna like coerce the credit and debit card companies to shut down games on Steam. Oh wait. Damn. I'm late again.
I saw this the other day. 64% of white liberals have been diagnosed with a mental disorder. Create a fake victimhood cult? Yeah, exactly. Well, these people want to create a fake.
Ever told you to have a mental health condition? Percent saying yes. Unless you go to a doctor and get your shit, like, checked, it's bull. It's bull.
Victimhood cult.
What's crazy is that in order for me to get back on my medication after 5 years, because the records I couldn't get from Louisiana, because they wouldn't send them, I tried, like, 6 times. The doctor that I had finally dropped out. Because I keep going to the same place. She left, thank God, because she wouldn't give me the medication that I needed. I got a new doctor, and she put me on the medication that I needed, thank God. And then, upon digging through some old I thought I lost it. Upon digging through I couldn't afford to get the test redone because it was like $300 fucking dollars, and I was like, dude, there's no way. So. I dug through some old, like, an old file thing that I had, and I found, because my mom had put it in a lockbox, I found my original ADHD test. This thing is so old that the paper is, like, tinged darker brown, or darker, like, a darker color. And I was like, oh my god, I found it. And I saved myself like $300. It was great. I sent that shit into the doctor and they were like, oh my God, this is terrible. And I was like, oh, thank you, God. Someone who understands.
Because they're constantly being reinforced with ideas that they are somehow privileged or guilty or something like that. And so they invent these disorders in order to contextualize that and make themselves feel better about their lives. That's what's going on.